Alright, what's up YouTube? I have a gun here that I used to have a long time ago. Back in 2009, I picked up the Springfield Armory 1911 A1 GI model. And I had it a little over a year, and I sold it in 2011 to get a different 1911. But I always regretted getting rid of it. Okay, this is a very classic version of the 1911, 1911 A1 parkerized. It originally came with wood grips that said US on it. Really nice grips, but it did not give it the traditional look. So I got a very good set of original keys grips. These are real dark brown color. Really gives that World War II look to it. Very, very similar to the Colt World War II reproduction 1911 A1 that I got back in January, I think it was, of this year. Very similar to that. It's just this one does not have the roll marks to make it, a World War II reproduction. It doesn't say property of the United States government. It's just a standard Springfield Armory run 1911. Okay. On this side it says this side it says Springfield Armory. On this side it says model 1911-A1. Okay, it's got the arched maiden spring housing. It is made out of steel. A1 beaver grip, or beaver tail grip safety. A1 trigger. This does have serrations on the Colt. It's smooth, which I don't know if the original ones were smooth or not. There was some criticism with that, with the World War II reproduction made by Colt. Features here and there people will talk about how they're not technically correct, but the Springfield, it seems like they did a very good job replicating all the features. You got your A1 sights, low profile. Once you get used to them, they're fine. It came with a 7-round magazine with the old school traditional follower. They're not the best, but just shooting at the range, they're fine. If you're going to use this for home protection or anything, I recommend getting better quality mags like Chip McCormick, Kimpro Tac, Metgar. They're good mags. Lanyard loop, of course. Nice parkerized finish. Now this is used. They don't make these anymore, so I found a used one on Gunbroker, and I picked it up. Very good shape though. It's 95%. Standard serrations, everything you would expect. Okay. We got a blued barrel, more of a parkerized barrel, I guess. High ejection port. Barrel says SA45 auto, and the barrel hood, as you can see, is not polished. It's got the parkerized finish on it. Yeah, there it is. Cocked and locked. On the World War II reproduction made by Colt, the hammer's nice and wide. On the Springfield, it's more of a spur hammer, I guess you'd call it. Have not shot this one yet. I mean, when I had the one back from 2009 or 2010, I should say, I shot that one quite a bit. So I will be taking this out and shooting it. There's really no adjustments to be made. They're fixed sights, so I expect it to be just like the one I had. Yeah, real nice gun. Little heavy, so not the best option for concealed carry, although it can be done. With a full-size 1911, I recommend using a shoulder holster. I have a Galco shoulder holster that I really enjoy carrying full-size 1911s, but I don't carry them often. I mostly carry my Glock 19. Okay. See if you can get a little close-up there. Just that old school look. It's one of my favorite looks for the 1911. World War II, Korea, Vietnam, all the way up to the 80s until it was replaced by the Beretta M9. So, and it's pretty cool that the Marines are using those Colt M45 1911s. So it's nice to see 1911s back in service. But there it is, guys, the Springfield Armory 1911 A1. If you're looking for, they don't make these anymore, but if you can find one, and if you're looking for a old school 1911, like what they would have used back in World War II, this is going to be one of the best options you can get. Okay, just get yourself a nice pair of keys grips, or something close to that to give it the authentic look, and you'll have yourself a really, really classic looking 1911. So really nice gun. You can find them for about $500 or $600. Now this is not the mil-spec, okay? Springfield Armory continues even to this day to make what they call mil-spec 1911 A1, and that's like a modern version of the old school. So it's basically the same thing as this, but some of the features are a little different. It has slanted serrations. I think the sights have white dots on them. I believe the barrel is stainless. Okay. It comes with Coca-Cola wood grips with the cross cannons on them. They're really nice. But even though it's called the mil-spec 1911, it's not the same as this. This is just the GI model. This is the closest thing you'll get to what our troops carried about World War II, Korea, Vietnam. This is it right here. All right. Made by Springfield. Springfield is one of the earliest manufacturers of the 1911. Of course, Colt was the first manufacturer, and I think around 1914 or 1915, Springfield started to manufacture them. So, if you're going to collect 1911s, this is a very, very good 1911 to have. A very classic GI model made by Springfield. All right, very cool. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. If you can find one, pick one up.